You know that Moscow has best restaurants in almost every cuisine in the world, but today we're not trying that. We're going to go to the most authentic Soviet old style Russian cafes. Danny, what do you know about Soviet food?
I know that it's not got a lot of flavour.
Right?
I know that it's very old-fashioned, it's very filling, it's an acquired taste. That's about it, really.
We're going to get fat because mostly we're going to try very oily food today. Our first place that we're going to visit is located here. It's not actually very difficult to find. It is Sukharevskaya metro station, exit number 2. So it is called Cheburechnaya Druzhba, which is like a Cheburechnaya friendship. This place exists since 70s and it survived up until this day, guys. Nothing fancy in here. They have very simplistic Russian red communist sign, basically.
Just washing my hands before I get some Soviet food.
Yeah, I think how it works. You have to wash your hands properly before you will try fried Russian pie. Danny, do you feel like an immediate teleport to the Soviet era at this place?
I feel like I've gone back in time about 40 years.
True.
Everything's just exactly how it was, probably in the Soviet Union.
They don't want us to film over here because of this big sign, but I hope we can do it. So they just don't want evil Americans to steal Cheburek recipe, I suppose. This is basically it, just one room with a very old-fashioned design, high tables without any chairs, very simplistic. The cashier is behind this small wall, and one Cheburek cost only 130 rubles. Новые рубли, покажи.
Новые.
Почему? А я только картой плачу.
А я нет. Здрасте. Будьте добры, можно мне, пожалуйста, чебуреки с мясом?
Пожалуйста. Спасибо. Спасибо. The thing is, the cheburek is very fried and it has liquid in it, so it gets very soft, very fast. So we need to eat it right now. It's like a soup inside, for real.
Oh my god.
Wow. It's like a big fried dumpling. Just one, but giant. Well, how would you rate it? From 1 to 10?
From 1 to 10. You filmed them? I don't know, maybe 7.
7?
Yeah.
I rate it like 6.
6?
Yeah, I would not eat it every.
It's not a massive difference.
It's cool, but I would prefer to use like normal, I don't know, burger maybe than this one. But it is nice. I mean, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
The meat part is good though. Yeah, it's tasty. We could order vodka for this video, but I think lemonade suits us better. So this is like an old style lemonade. Exists since 1897, guys. So yeah, it should be nice. We have a Russian drink, duchess, you know. Tastes like that, like a pear lemonade. This place is very old and it's really famous because it's one of the oldest places with chebureks. And during Corona, when the Moscow has crisis and when they shut down all the restaurants, this place also were closed and almost went like bankrupt. But it is a special place, historical place, so they try to save it. So it successfully recovered after the crisis. This place is so cool, even that the Maybach driver decided to stop here to have his lunch, I suppose. To be fair, Russian people do not eat chebureki every day, right? We don't have a real a problem with obesity in Russia, so we don't eat it every day, just once in a while, right? What do you think about the place, Danny?
Yeah, it's alright, but I'm not surprised you don't eat it every day. Very, very fatty.
Yes, it was fun.
And the place is cool, very Soviet. Lots of people, you can see people have been going in there for years and years and years. Yeah.
Like proper dedushkas, like an old Russian man's, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We are off to our second location. Our second stop, second Soviet cafe is going to be even older than this one that we just visited. And first, we need to go towards Vedinha Park. Danny cannot survive without coffee today. It's the second already.
Yeah, it's not going to be the last either.
So let's go to the metro. Vedinha is very crowded today because it's a good Sunday afternoon. To get to our second location, we can try a very unusual transport in Moscow. It is monorail. Let's try it out. What a view from here, guys. It is old space hotel and sudden rain in Moscow. So this is monorail platform. I used that only once in my life. It was ages ago, probably like 10 years or something. And from this side, we can see the Ostankino Russian TV tower. But oh my God, the rain is so heavy. Danny also wants to be on YouTube and he already has his channel. What's your channel name?
British guy Danny. Follow, sign up,
That's
leave
right.
a lot of comments.
Maybe he's going to be next bald and bankrupt. Let's see. That's very interesting because I think we need another British guy opinion on YouTube. What do you guys think? Would you watch? Yesterday I listened to a podcast about Bald and Bankrupt channel explaining his way on YouTube and was really interested. So he was a guy in his 40s, he had nothing, and then he blew up on a YouTube and make a million pounds of money by doing that only with a GoPro and stuff. It's because he went to India and then he started to record video about post-Soviet countries. Really fascinating story. But I never can be like him because I'm not British. He is a British, but
Wow.
I'm Russian. I can do a Russian opinion about Russia and about traveling outside as well. And I know you guys like that.
But I'm not bald. I'm not bankrupt. Yeah, and I don't have a million pounds.
True, he cannot be like him because he is not bald and he is not bankrupt, I suppose. Russian TV tower. We're almost there, guys. It's a very remote place, located somewhere behind this garden. Finally found our second place. It is oldest Ponchiki in Moscow. So the most authentic Russian donuts you can buy here If you're not aware about any of those locations, you would never come here because it is famous among local people. So it's great that I can show you and we can try it together. Ты когда-нибудь пробовал пончики?
Пробовал, конечно.
Тебе нравится?
Нравится, конечно, кому не нравится.
It is small separate standing building somewhere between Vladivostok Park and Ostankino Park. Let's go inside. I know that they sell ponchiki not by one piece but by weight, you know. So we kind of can give them some money and they will wait ponchiki for us. Exists since 1953. A very lovely lady. She called him Sunny. Like
My sunshine.
Солнышко in Russian. So we've got four ponchiks. Wow, a lot of like a sugar powder and one coffee. So how much it was? It was like $3.50, right? 316.
Yeah, 316 rubles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Even though it's very hidden, it's popular and people know about this place, and sometimes they have a line that goes outside from the building. It's how many people sometimes here. Go on then.
Oh, thank you for your разрешение, permission.
Let's. How is it?
Very nice.
Nice?
Very crispy, very sweet. It's better than I expected, actually.
Right?
Much better than I expected, yeah. Very sugary, very fatty, very crispy, very cheap, very simple, very nice.
Very Soviet.
Very, very Soviet.
Fat and sweet. Very crispy. Usually they are just soft. Yeah, I think it's a good one. What do you think so far, Danny?
I think Cheburechnaya were okay. Ponchiki, very, very nice. Exceeded expectations. The place, you can tell it's like, you know, Soviet place. You can really picture yourself back there when everything was grey and cold and communist. So yeah,
For real?
really nice.
No, we have modern Cheburechnaya and Ponchiki all around Moscow, but today we're going to places which existed since real Soviet times, so we can try authentic recipes.
Ой. А несколько, не за что.
Сегодня Дэнни разруливает как местный, помогает всем найти дорогу, делает фотографии для людей. В общем, he's a local Moscow man. Come on.
Почти.
Сколько лет уже ты в Москве?
Всего в Москве, наверное, 6 или 7 лет.
6.
Что много.
Много.
Это срок.
We had to travel very far in order to find our third location. So we already tried fried pies, which is chebureki, then Russian donuts. For the third dish, we're going to try Russian pancakes. And you know, guys, it is blini. They say here that this blinaya, like a pancake restaurants, exists since 60s and something needs to be improved. And they promise that they're going to be open next month in August and that they serve best blini in Moscow. Hello to you guys. This is day 2 of filming our video because yesterday we went to the Blini cafe and was unfortunately closed, so we have to do something else. So for today's place we're filming in amazing Sokolniki Park. Today we're going to go to a place which was opened in 1957 in where Vice President Richard Nixon had lunch together with Nikita Khrushchev. I think that place that we're going to visit has very fascinating story behind it because it was created to impress Americans, guys. You know that we had big American fair in USSR and it happened in 1959. During Khrushchev era, USSR and America has like a friendship relationship. So basically, they signed an agreement to make an exchange. So basically, USSR would make a big exhibition of Soviet culture in USA, and they made it in New York. It was really epic, and then America would make a great big exhibition in USSR, and they chose Sokolniki Park to make it here. For the USSR exhibition, they brought to America like rockets and the industrial things to show like the communist superpower, like to show the greatness of the nations, you know.
Yeah.
And the Americans brought to USSR like more daily basic
Like
stuff.
kitchen appliances and like
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I
like,
remember. Yeah.
like fridges, like laundries, and then they brought here a Pepsi Cola. So Soviet people tried Pepsi Cola here for the first time, and they didn't like it from the beginning. But then Russian people like Coca-Cola, you know, until these days. So. This place is very massive inside. They probably can feed like more than 200 people. Oh, little kitten. And they have a big terrace outside. This is our fantastic order. Look how delicious it is. So we've got one chicken, shashlik. Actually it's called, how is it called? Lula kebab in Russian. And this is original Russian pork shashlik. Danny, are you going to try it first?
I am. I'm going to try to do it. Oh, you should go first, no?
No, you
I'll
go first.
What's the sauce? Is the sauce just like some... It's very hot. That was really nice. Really, really good. I could see why Nixon came here.
I think I will start with chicken as well. It's all right. That's a good one. Like not really fried, like not really overspiced, over salty or something. Just a very nice piece of chicken, right? Yummy. How it is?
Really nice. Really nice. I don't usually like pork, but this is really, really good. Really soft, really succulent, tender.
Right. Yeah, sometimes pork can be very chewy or hard or something. Well, this place is like 67 years old, guys. So they have a lot of time to improve and create a proper recipe. Yeah.
Good, right?
You can call it like a fast food, but actually it's like a more like a dish. But Russian people like to eat shashlik when we go like to outdoors, have a picnic, or in Vladivostok, where I'm from, We usually have a lot of Shashlichnaya cafes nearby the ocean. We go to like a seaside. It's very nice to have a shashlik and enjoy the water or something like this. Well, that was really interesting for me to visit those historical places. For me as a local, but for you, Danny, as a foreigner, what's the most interesting place?
Out of the three, I
Yeah.
would say probably the Ponchiki place, because it just transported me back in time to a place where people are like going out on a Sunday with the kids, getting some donuts and whatnot.
Right.
It's like real Soviet time. I really felt like I was back in the USSR.
True. The meat restaurant was good, but the Ponchiki was my favorite as well, I think. Don't forget to like this video and give me a biggest ever like, or even you can share it to your friends, because you maybe have friends who are interested about life in Russia. Also, you can support my job financially, because it is very important. The more money I generate with my channel, the more crazy adventure you will see here in the future. So thank you so much, guys, for being with me until the end of this video. Thank you so much, Danny, for joining me on this crazy food trip around Moscow. And I will see you guys very soon in my next one.